And we are live. Hello, friends, and anyone watching. This is Simon Dillon. You're listening to Heart with Women of Noor. This show that I have started. It is on. We're going to try to do this on Wednesdays, and the purpose of this show right here is to share stories of amazing women who have the fortitude and who have the resilience. उन्होंने अपनी उनकी जर्नी शेयर करेंगे उनकी लाइफ की जद्दोजहद and I think life should I say, beats the shit out of all of us, including myself. And I feel कि ये Wednesday का जो show है, and we welcome if anyone is watching, and if anyone would like to come on the show and share your story with the audience, please message me. Please, post below and come and share your story. I feel that it's very important to do that because इतने सारे taboo subjects हैं कि हम लोग सब डर रहे होते हैं. We are afraid to talk about what's really happening, and nobody wants to share, as they say, their dirty, what is it, dirty linen, or I think kuch aisa muhavra hai, laundry or something. But people don't want to really share what's happening. But अगर हम वो चीजें share नहीं एक दूसरे के साथ करेंगे, and that's what I want to use this show on Wednesdays, where we're going to have multiple guests and multiple people so we can create an interaction. And it's going to be on Women of Noor, and we share and we build each other and we lift each other, and that's why we want to have this show on Wednesdays. And with that. My guest on the show today is Maleeka Hassan, and Malika is a very strong and courageous woman, and she is going to introduce herself and share her journey, her life journey, or the challenges that जो उसने face किए हैं, and the challenges that Malika has gone through. I feel it is so important कि हम एक दूसरे को uplift करें. We show each other's positives, and we lift each other up, right? Because how about just rejoicing in each other's good things, and we push each other, and we are there clapping for each other's good things. So Malika, I give you the stage, the platform. Please give us an introduction about you.
Thank you, Saima. Thanks a lot for inviting me first. And my name is Syeda Maleeka Hassan, and I am also the US citizen, and I live in Las Colinas, Irving, Dallas. And basically, by profession wise, I'm related to IT. And I have worked as a programmer, I have worked as a web analyst. So, when I came over here, I was born in 1981, and I was born as with a golden spoon at my parents' home because I was born of my parents' wed. And and my family, whole of my family belongs to very educated background. My grandpa, one of the pioneer doctor of Sargodha, Pakistan, Punjab area, and as well as all my family is in medical, and all my uncles are in medical field. All of them are a doctor. My father even is in is a pharmacist, and my mother was the professor, head of the department of economics. She was doing her PhD. She was a gold medalist. So, but when I was born, my parents fixed or set up a bond for me they fixed a goal of my education, that I should be highly educated. And as in Pakistan, mostly our parents think, that how we have to set up the goal for our education. And that's
आपकी आवाज थोड़ी सी जा रही है. थोड़ा सा no.
Can you hear me?
हाँ, अब I can hear you. जी.
Okay.
Huh.
So
So
so that's,
आपके parents were very well educated. You're coming from a very well educated
yeah, in fact my
family.
whole
So
family is in medical
yeah.
background.
And everyone
And
had this high standard set
yeah,
for
same
you and your
like
brothers.
that. Was we had a very huge home, and like, like 18 canals, and like in Pakistan. And I am coming not only from the high educated family, but also it was also the joint family system. So in the joint family system, we had the different together bonds, we were combined. And now over here, when I came as a, so I have struggled a lot. My mother passed away when I was 12. And from that age, it was my teenage, early teenage, I have struggled a lot in my life. It was the time that I should have my mom with me. I know
How
that
was that,
how.
Saida? How was losing your mom at the age of 12? What that must have been so awful, so terrible. A
Obviously, it
teenager.
was the age when especially the girls need their mom,
Yeah.
especially in the teenage,
वो
especially
वो
for
भी
the
आप जॉइंट
support.
फैमिली में रहते थे तो
Joint systems. Even my family was pretty supportive, no doubt. My father was very supportive, and but we have struggled a lot. I have struggled a lot myself. It was the age when I needed my mom.
yeah,
I still, which has caused lots of the deficiency in my personality till now.
yeah,
So I turned to 40s, okay, and now I'm struggling, still struggling a lot, because not only it has created the deficiency because of my mom, the losing of my mom, even it has over here when I came over here as a, even I completed my education. I did my MS in computer sciences from University of Central Punjab, Pakistan, and then I did my final thesis, and basically it's equivalent to the MPhil in computer sciences from Pakistan. When I came over here, uh, I already evaluated my degree. I came here on the spouse visa,
mhm.
and you know, we all deal with the different ups and downs in the marital life as well.
So
And
how did you
very
do?
much,
I mean, you came here. You were young. You had probably had your aspirations, and like most of us, immigrants.
no. My husband was here,
Yes. So
and
like
I
most of
came
us,
on the
right?
spouse
You
visa. Yeah,
came
I
on the
came on the
spousal
spouse visa.
visa, but then
We
there was
met
that
on
adjustment.
internet, you know.
Oh,
It
you
was
met
a
your
kinder
husband
love
on the.
marriage. Yeah, we met on internet, and
Okay. How did you meet on the internet?
yes, it was at that time when I was a student. It was the fantasy to attend the different concerts, music, and like that's the time. So I was really very impressed. And my
Mhm.
husband was already a good singer, and
Yeah.
that you know, he was using the guitar, keyboard, playing keyboard, and like the thing.
So
That's
it
why
was
I was
that image
interested,
of
and
the
yeah,
rock
really known. And
star
then I
playing the
came over
guitar
here.
for you.
Yeah. Then I came over here. It was, you can say that it was also the state of the immaturity as well.
Yeah.
You
You've
know?
been married for like 13 years, right?
Yes.
But it's been a very hard journey for you.
Very, very, especially after my disease.
But during your marriage, you went and you started studying again and you started
I
working on your.
planned, then I came over here. I first came to Milwaukee, Wisconsin,
Mhm,
and then we moved to Dallas.
mhm,
And over here in Arlington, I stayed for the 2 years in Arlington. I was
mhm.
looking for the job. Then I just firstly I joined. I decided to start as a PhD, because when I came over here, they within my evaluation they give me equivalent to the BCS and MSc in computer sciences from any
Wow,
accredited
you're smart,
university.
huh?
So so that's why. And then I was planning to join as a PhD in computer sciences in UTA, but it takes about, I cleared even my GRE, and
Mhm.
I got the admission. I went over there for a few days, but I quit because
Wow.
it was going to take the 6 years. It's a
Wow.
very big journey. It was very hard. I was not feeling comfortable to do that, and
Okay.
even at that same time I got, in fact, when I came over here, I start as just a substitute teacher in Arlington ISD.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then after
So you
that,
had a master's in Pakistan in
I have
software
done my MPhil
engineering,
in computer sciences. Yeah.
in computer science, and then you started working as a journey of us
So,
immigrants,
but
right?
yeah, but in 2011, I got
Mm-hmm.
hired by TCS as their consultant as a software engineer for Credit Suisse.
Okay.
It was a small project. It was for only 4 or 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
I stayed over there. It was the time when I was in New York. It was because Credit Suisse in Manhattan.
Mm-hmm.
So over there, um, it was the time of the Sandy. When it was the time of the Sandy storm, it's pretty famous that
Yeah.
for 1 week everything was shut down, in New York. So I was there and I fell down badly while in my office either. And then I came back and then I was diagnosed by MS, multiple sclerosis, here in
So tell
Dallas.
us, what is multiple sclerosis?
Multiple sclerosis is basically an autoimmune disease
Okay.
which attacks directly to your central nervous system,
Okay.
CNS, which makes your life hell, I will say. Really, because
How?
it affects your walk, it
Okay.
affects your thinking, it affects not only I mean, you deal with the walking issue, it has
Mm-hmm.
affected my right leg. Okay. I'm
Uh-huh.
not paralyzed. I can walk, but I have the drop foot. And
Okay.
I have also the balance issue.
Okay.
And in the start, I was taking the infusion. They put me directly on the infusion. They did my blood transfusion. They did my, yeah, sorry, plasma exchange. Not blood transfer. Sorry, it was plasma exchange.
Mm-hmm.
And they gave me the different steroids in the start. Then they put me directly on the Tysabri, the medicine. It was the monthly infusion, which I was needed to take it every 28th day.
How, how,
That's
how did that impact your life? Being diagnosed with.
because because this is a disabling disease, first of all,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and I have the disability with my right leg.
Mm-hmm.
I have the weakness with my right hand either, and all of the body. It is akin to sister disease of arthritis, same as
Wow. At
like
such a young
rheumatoid
age.
arthritis. I was 32. Yeah.
Wow. So how did
So
that impact your marriage? How did that impact your work, your life? How?
each and everything, because when I came back, I started on the side time, part time. I was doing just subbing. I was working from home as a freelancer developer.
Mhm.
And it affects not only my thinking, it caused me lots of the depression, anxiety, the walk issue.
Yeah. So it's been a very difficult journey for you,
Very,
hasn't
very
it?
difficult. Yeah. It also caused the vision problem. It also caused the cognitive thinking, cognitive issues, and it's bring up and lots of the other issues.
And you're
Yeah.
such a confident and courageous
Thank
woman.
you.
Where did you?
Yeah, but I will say that the people who deal with you, they should be more stronger than you either. But sometimes they pretend that they are very, very kind to you. They are only the one who are going to take care of you. They represent themselves in the community just to bring themselves up, you know, in front of the people. But at the back, they are worst enemies of you. I'm serious.
This is
You
going to
know
be
that.
the worst thing that you're going to hear me say, Malika, but what you've just said is it's the most harshest reality of life. And especially, I think, living in this country, I think it is very much you have to fend for yourself. You cannot depend on anyone. You cannot rely on anyone.
Exactly.
It
And
is you
especially, yeah,
by yourself.
same. After the disease, I will say that how it will impact upon my life. It has not only affected my, not only the marital life, family, career, career position, walk, physical movement, and everything. Not only that's the thing, it also affect your relationships. I think so
In
that
what
it has
way?
made me more sensitive,
So
more
it's made
emotional.
you, of course, I mean, because you're going through internal trauma.
Lots of, yes. And
Do
that
you
trauma is too much first, which has made life my life worst.
So going, how do you deal with this trauma of everything that you are going through?
I was here, Saima. I was here myself. I will not say even what should I say? The people who were living around me with my family, so-called family, they were showing that they are only the one, and I'm depending upon them. Okay,
But
and they
you're
were
a
going.
professional, you're a software engineer, you, mashallah, you
Okay,
have a
I'm not
good
working. Yes,
job.
I am, mashallah, but you know that I was not working properly in my field as I should. And whatever I was going to do, I was just sharing my all resources with other people,
Yeah. And
which has brought me on that position right now, that which has ruined my life. Just to trust others.
you can't. I don't think you. I think. I mean,
I
we
am
have
pretty.
people watching. Is and we have people commenting here, and there are lots
Oh.
of comments coming through. It
Mhm.
says, okay, so let's see, hello, and yes, there are multiple comments coming through. Um, uh,
Hi, thank you.
someone said, Malika, you are an inspiration for so many girls out there. The zeal, the dedication, your resolve is simply amazing. Keep going. It's so impressive how you,
Thank you.
Malika, didn't give up with the illness, and you proved that nothing, Malika. Okay, and someone else has written that Mayo Clinic explanation of MS that they have shared. Oh, they
Yeah,
actually shared it.
Mayo Clinic has wonderful program for the MS,
Yeah.
and they are the best program all over in the US. The
Is that
research
something
area.
that you are able to utilize to?
I am already in the program,
Okay.
which is going to program. I mean, before that, I was getting the medicine Tasabri,
Mm-hmm.
but in 2014 they changed my because um, it was very not only, I will not say hard. It was very what is harmful in that case, that you cannot take Tasabri for a long time. You
Mm-hmm.
know,
It has
it
side
can
effects.
cause yeah, the cancer, brain cancer,
Wow.
you know. So it
Oh,
can paralyze you. Even you cannot die. Sometimes you
yeah.
don't die because of that medicine. You are totally paralyzed and staying all over like the bedridden, all over. So that's why
Wow.
my doctor stopped that and switched me on the other medicine by name Ocrevus. And I am
Wow.
already I and which is going to be provided by the company Genentech. Now I'm taking that Ocrevus, which I have to get medicine every 6 months. It is not the medicine, it's also the infusion.
Where do you find the courage to just face all this adversity, and just to keep getting up and to keep smiling and to keep going, because it is you, Malika. No matter, I feel that no matter what challenges life sends in our life, it is all up to us to find the courage to keep getting up and to keep moving forward. Where do you find the courage?
Allah, just we can believe. If you have no one, there's just only.
But then again, even if you have people, it is still you, I feel.
I will say I had the peoples, but I was alone. I
Yeah,
was
so that's what
all
I'm
over
saying.
alone over
Yeah,
here. Even I have the relatives over here. But I will say that if this is the hard time, no one
yeah.
comes to help you.
But so it is us, right? No,
Even they're helpful. They are very I mean, how can I say? I
I
mean that
understand.
you can understand, right?
It's like people are trying, but it's just not enough because you know the need is just a whole lot more, because it's a huge challenge to go through
And my
multiple
parents were in
sclerosis.
Pakistan, okay? So as my mom was lost, so I had just only my abu, my dad, and I have just only one sibling. We are just two, me and my brother. I am in IT, and my brother is chartered accountant. He's not in business, and he's back to Pakistan. He was in Saudi before that, and mashallah, we both are, you know, so we both are just
And
we
you
not
were
only
born
look
after
same, but
8 years, right? You were born,
and
you were
my
born to
brother
your
was born
parents after
after five
eight
years of
years
my birth. Yes.
right?
And
So
my
it
brother
was
was born after
much
45 years.
awaited, and your parents waited for 8 years, and then you came, and
I was
you
like
are
a very rare child, you know, the miracle. I will not say miracle baby, but it was like a rare child, royal
for
child.
your parents. You were a miracle child.
Exactly,
So
especially
someone,
my mom. My mom always called me, my nickname was Miko. So
okay.
my mom always called me Mary Miko, Miri Miko. It was pretty famous in the family, you know,
What's
something.
the best
And then she
memory you
passed.
have, Malika, of your mother? Is there still something, some memory of your mother that from
I
the?
have her one picture on my Facebook either. Yeah,
Mhm.
she was very, very gorgeous, very well educated, not only intellectual,
Yeah.
uh, very well groomed, very well dressed, and very, what should I say, very beautiful lady.
And inspiration for you. So someone's written here that Nelson
So
Mandela said, I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. And I think that is very much applicable to you, because
thank
that's
you.
what you have done. You have fought fear, and you,
And now, when I
yeah,
came over here, now I have worked as a software engineer. I have worked as a web analyst in Arlington ISD either. When I came back to Dallas, I have worked as a technical analyst in FEMA as well. And, you know, so in
I feel
2018,
this country is one of the best countries in the world to live in, because it
it's the land
gives
of the
you,
opportunities.
yes,
Yes,
it's the land of opportunities. If you have the courage, you can make your dreams. If you have the courage to dream, and if you have the courage to have that vision, you are able
exactly.
to make
Thank
all
you.
your dreams
Yeah,
come.
exactly. And now I have joined, as I was interested earlier that I should go for my PhD or doctorate program. Then I applied. I just applied. Not one of there's one my uncle over here, not my real uncle. His
Yeah,
uncle from community, Mr. Modgirl. I really appreciate him a lot because he really bucked me up that you should go. He
yeah,
always, you know, that he was as my strength at the back. I treat him as I take him as my uncle, as my father
yeah.
over here in Dallas, and he really pushed me that you can do it, go for
And
it.
you can. You've
Yeah, I'm
already
already doing
shown.
my master's in business analytics
Wow.
in from University of Texas, Dallas. Thank you. University of
Awesome.
Texas, Dallas. I am already done with 2 semesters. I have already
Wow.
complete Yeah, I have already completed 18 credit hours, and half of MS is done. And
Wow.
I think so next year
I'm
I will be
getting
done.
goosebumps. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you, thank you. And after, I hope so, because it's not only the masters in business analytics. My
Yeah.
concentration is as being data scientist and as a data engineer.
Wow. Your dad
And
must be
this
so
is one
proud of
of
you.
the top most programs of not only all over the US, all over the worldwide. It's the 34th number program all over the worldwide in
Wow.
the University of Texas,
Pretty
Dallas.
awesome. So, what
And
does your
how,
dad feel about
Saima,
this?
and I'm really very thankful to Allah Almighty that
Yeah.
how I got admission at that time. I was having even the resources issue. I
Yeah.
was not having the computer at my home. I
Wow.
was dealing with my MS. I applied from my this phone, iPhone, each and everything, and I got admission. I got the letter from them that I got admitted. And because it was also the season of the COVID, they were not going to ask for the GRE or GMAT. And even because I took GRE in 2011, and which was
Wow.
almost more I mean up to 5 years. So
Wow.
I got admission. I completed my first semester, but I really, because I'm going with some ups and downs of my marital life
Yeah.
nowadays, I told you.
Yeah.
And that's why in my first semester was very, very worst, I will say. I was going through lots of ups, downs. I'm going here, I'm going there. I was not having even the point at where I will live. I'm serious.
Yeah.
Okay. So I managed everything. I know that how I have struggled my life.
Yeah.
But
That, are you proud of yourself? Do you hear what you're saying, and do you see that even with your losing your mother at the age of 12, going through multiple sclerosis, all the challenges, marital issues, going through all the illness that is hitting you, and in the face of all that, do you realize that even with
I
all
know
that,
I'm very I'm very, not only I'm self-confident, I'm not only courageous, I'm not only brave or strong, but I have also, I will say that it's all upon from Allah.
yeah,
Allah gave that courage. If there is no one to help you, then He opens. If one, remember, if one door will be closed, then He opens 10 doors more.
Malika, Allah gives to everyone. Not every woman has the courage
Yes.
that you have.
Thank you.
That is you.
Thank you. Yeah, just struggled a lot, and now Alhamdulillah, I'm in that situation that I can say that my marketing has been started and the job again, and I know that I can make good myself.
So, what are your dreams? What are your goals? What are you aiming for?
First of all, I want to show all of that people who have totally degraded me, insulted me, and totally show me down in this world. I'm serious. Who
How
have
did they
already
degrade
left
you?
me alone. I can prove more than 1,000 times much better than them.
But do you realize maybe if they wouldn't have left you, you might not have found that courage to be where you are right now, this strong, courageous, confident woman?
Simon, you're right. But I will say that I had the courage. You know, when I was in my academics here in my university in Pakistan, even, I have been the best I have been the president of the dramatic society. I
Mhm.
have been involved in the different curricular activities. I have been the president of the not only dramatic debating society, Urdu debates. Okay, so I have been involved in the different curricular activities at that
Mhm.
time either, and I have been the programmer. I was the good SQL developer, you know. So
Malika, honestly, okay, you've seen me that I've been so active and doing this and that, right?
yeah,
But even I cannot go out there and get this software engineering, market, computer science, and all that stuff.
IT.
I can't do any of
In
that.
fact, in my case, I was from my childhood. I was really so much impressed or relieved by maths,
Yeah.
uh, you know, and automated applications, and like uh, computer sciences. That's the background. So I joined. So that's why maths and economics. Basically, I did my FSc, BSc with that, and then I was admitted in the MCS program.
Yeah.
I completed my MCS, then I did my MS, then I did my final thesis, then I came over here. you know,
What a
I
journey,
completed
huh?
almost 22 years in Pakistan in my education
So tell
already.
me, what are you most proud of yourself for?
Positive mindedness, determination, courage,
Wow,
I will say,
wonderful.
and my confidence.
So I was asking you, what are your plans for the future?
Inshallah, I want to prove myself in my career,
Mhm.
in my profession, first of all. Then obviously, I want to build my own home. I want to build my own house.
You're going to use
That's the
me,
dream
right,
of
for real
everyone,
estate?
you know.
You're going to use me
Yeah,
for
I will
real
hire you
estate,
as a
right?
real estate. And and I want to prove myself who have already, I told you, I really want to slap their faces who said that I cannot do anything, who consider me that I'm useless, who treated me as like a trash bin.
Wow. So this is such a slap, right? You did it.
Thank you.
You're on your journey and you're going to prove, you're going to accomplish things that even most normal people, even myself, cannot accomplish.
You are mashallah very good, so
But
very
still, I'm
competitive,
just
no
being
doubt.
very honest. I mean, I know my capabilities, and I also know that these are things that, mashallah, you are able to do. But
Inshallah.
so that's wonderful. So also tell me, Malika, how what are you doing when it comes to MS, this autoimmune disease? What advice can you give to people who are watching?
I will say
And
never ever leave your hope. Always focus on Allah, and because he's with you in each and every situation.
But sometimes life hits you so hard, Malika, that people lose hope. You just feel, someone said to me day before yesterday that you know um, people who are really good people are challenged the most in life. And sometimes, really, that is true. Life beats the shit out of people who are actually good people. I mean, people make mistakes, but sometimes you get hit so hard. How do you just not lose your faith at times? How do you stay
You,
courageous all the time? How do you just
I'm not saying
fall
that
down
you
and
have
you get up
always.
and you keep going?
So I must say, I am not very religious. I'm
Yes,
just moderate. Okay, very
like
very
me,
moderate.
like
Yeah,
me.
I don't wear hijab. I don't wear anything. Sometimes I follow. I am
I
religious,
even wear skirts.
but I don't. But I'm saying that I can maybe. But I'm saying that it doesn't mean sometime whatever I think that sometime it doesn't need that you have to be the extremist.
I think
Allah
religion
listens
is
to you.
personal, Malika. I feel religion is personal. Politics is
Yeah,
personal. These are your
exactly,
personal
exactly,
feelings, your
exactly.
personal beliefs, and it has to
Yeah,
do with you
exactly.
and your creator. Other people are not going to be asked, hey, your neighbor did this, or your best friend did this, or your
Yeah,
sister did this. It's In fact, you're going to be asked why you were judging them.
exactly.
So it's no one's business. It's between you and your creator, what you think.
Obviously, it's between you and Allah. Allah knows better than you. Obviously, we
It's
cannot.
your
He's
relationship.
perfect. We are not, right?
But
So
how do people get up? What advice would you give people who
I
are
will
going
say
through a
that
tough
never
time?
lose your hope or never lose your courage. Be be very strong, because if you will lose your courage or your if you will try to get the sympathies from the people, they will not only show the sympathy, they will let you down.
Yes.
Whatever my
Unfortunately,
experience is.
the rare times that I can speak for myself, that I might have depended on someone, my heart has been broken.
Yeah, I'm
And I
serious.
don't do it
Sometimes
a whole
even
lot. It's very little.
because I'm struggling a lot, and sometimes I that's the same thing. I will say that I am coming from a very strong background, family background, everything. But here, sometimes I have also the problem to even spend money or anything to get, because I'm right now I'm dependent.
Yeah.
It was my summer break. I was totally out of everything. Even I had no money to buy even my grocery. I'm serious. For 1 week, 2 weeks, sometime it has this time has also come in my life.
Does the government help you in any way
No,
because of
I
the
am not taking any
disability?
aid. Even I'm not taking any social security or anything.
Why not?
I have to, but in fact, as I told you that I got MS and I was suffering with all the things.
Yeah.
There are still because of the disability. If you go for that, so
Hmm.
you should have at least 20 points
Of working hours.
working hours. Yeah.
Otherwise, you don't get help.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, otherwise you are not. They will consider you for the SSDI. And you know that as I was married, and I am married still right now. I'm not, I'm almost separated. So, but not divorced yet. But, at the time we were just filing the tax return jointly,
Mhm.
and we were not in that situation that I can get SSDI.
So how are
SSI,
you going
sorry,
to?
not SSDI, SSI,
So
Social
how,
Security.
how will that change? Hopefully you graduate soon, you find a job, and you start
Yeah,
working.
no, in
And
fact, my marketing has been started. And I'm pretty hopeful that might be in the couple of months, I will get very good job.
yeah.
I can easily join back, because whatever the job I did earlier and now, it starts me from a good level, you
So
know.
we are streaming live on LinkedIn, and my LinkedIn does have close to 4,000 people and
Oh,
people who are
really?
watching, and I
Oh,
have a lot of CEOs and presidents and business
oh,
owners.
wow, I didn't know that. Okay,
So we are streaming on LinkedIn. If you're on LinkedIn,
I
go.
am
So
sure.
I'll tag you so that people, if you guys are watching, and if you are able to help Malika in any way, help her find a job in her field, which is she's working on
Business
her
analytics,
master's.
yeah, and
And
the database, and I'm already good in data visualization, machine learning.
share your email address if you would like. So if
Sure,
anyone,
my yeah, sure. My university email ID is S as in Sam, M as in Mary, H as in Henry, SMH 20002 at utdallas.edu.
so if anyone is watching, and if you know, or if you can help Malika find a job in her field, as you can already see, she's so confident and she's so hardworking, and all she needs is, that one person, one right person who's watching and who is like an angel sent by God, and who comes and that person holds your hand and just turns your life around and changes your life. And I think that knight in shining armor that we all look for,
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Simon.
that you find it
Yeah,
through this show, and someone comes and helps change your life for the better.
inshallah. Inshallah.
Inshallah.
Very grateful.
Any final words, Malika, and also if you would like to, is there any advice for people who might have experienced autoimmune disease? Do you have any advice what people can do, what resources to use? Anyone who doesn't understand that they are suffering from autoimmune disease, because that's a huge problem with autoimmune, that
Yeah,
people
I
don't
know,
know.
because you just need to be very, first of all, you should be very straight. You know, it you should have the good food.
Yeah.
You should follow the good diet. Um, you should be very active. Don't lose your hope. Active means you should keep yourself energetic and active, which is very, very important.
Yeah.
Don't lose your, strength. That's very important, especially your physical therapy, or if you're not going for the physical therapy, at least do some exercise at home. That's very, very important.
Does this autoimmune disease kind of like infiltrate you or hit you or attack you
Yeah,
because of
especially it's
stress?
more
What's the
worse in the
reason?
heat.
Is
Especially
it
it's
food based? Is it stress based?
stress, anxiety. It causes anxiety, stress, depression a lot in your life. And especially with that, I will say that, yeah, the diet, and it will not, obviously the diet affects a lot. If you will be taking, you should be taking not much calories, as normal diet. I take normal, so you should be. But alhamdulillah, my MS is stable.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's awesome.
It
So,
doesn't hit
Malika,
me.
everyone who's watching, if you have any advice, if you know anyone who can help Malika, who can, uplift her, who can, help her propel, and please do post in comments anything that anyone
Mhm.
can do. She is on LinkedIn under Syeda Maleeka Hassan.
Yes,
And so she is on LinkedIn. So for people watching on LinkedIn, and other than
my
that,
LinkedIn ID is S Hassan,
as
Saida
Hassan.
Hassan,
Okay,
Saida Hassan. Yeah,
okay, Saida Hassan. And
because my full name is Saida Maleeka Hassan, so my LinkedIn ID is just Saida Hassan. Yeah.
so, any parting words? What would you like to? How would you like to end the show? Do you have any parting words? Any parting thoughts?
Um, I will say that if anyone is going to help you, admire him, but never ever give your strength to them. I
Awesome.
don't know. You get me or not? I don't know.
Your words just send goosebumps up to me, because
Yeah,
I think that's what we
because I
tend to
think so.
do,
Whatever
right?
I think, I just it's
Very
my personal
powerful.
experience, and I have done that. I have been so stupid, I will say. It's the stupidity that you trust the people, and it's very, very, it really hurts badly
Yeah,
when
it does.
they break your hopes.
Yes. क्योंकि दिल टूट जाता है ना.
सिर्फ दिल नहीं टूटता, दिल वो कहते हैं ना किरची किरची हो गया. Exactly. So
Um,
that's
Well, Malika, so proud of you. You should be
thank
so
you.
proud
Yeah.
of yourself. And I just sincerely, wholeheartedly believe that wherever in the universe your mother is, she's probably like this angel whose whose halo surrounds you, and her energy probably tries to get rid of the obstacles that come in your way. So I hope and I pray that you soar and you see all this success, everything that your heart desires. And I
Yeah,
hope,
as well as I was born after very, very long prayers of my parents. Obviously, hopes, prayers, and there's a
well,
huge
Malika,
and
so we're going to end the show, and
thank
thank
you.
you so much for being here. And everyone, whoever's watching, this show that we have started on Wednesday nights, it is primarily to share stories of courageous women. And I think every woman has a story to tell. Um,
Obviously,
and if you would like to come and share your story, this is what it's for. We are also streaming on Women of Noor, which is the women empowerment group. Do join our group, add your friends. Let's empower each other. Let's build each other. You're going to find a lot of people, the vast majority is sitting there to put you down. So, you know what? Let's make a change and let's uplift and lift each other, and let's bring change. Thank you all for watching. We appreciate the interaction. We will see you next week with Jan Russman, who's going to come and talk about energy healing. And for me, it's something I'm looking forward to because, she will help teach us how we can, what tools we can utilize so we can change what our energy
is she
attracts.
like a soul teacher or something like that?
No, she's not a school teacher, she's an energy healer.
Energy. Okay. Yeah.
Yes. Thank you all for watching and thank you for being
Thank
here.
you.
And let's touch lives together.
Thank you.